Hello, everyone. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV. Player ratings time tonight, and I'm gutted still, but just not disheartened really, because I know that bigger things lie ahead. Obviously, earlier on, I was just gutted in regards to the result, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, I will start off. As I'm waiting for Mitchell, I will get to it, and I will start off with my rating for this man, Lucas Fabianski. Uh, Not good today. Not good in my opinion. He didn't play on Thursday night, and for me, there was no excuses from Fab today. There really, really wasn't. Like I thought he was all over the place. His kicking was atrocious. His goalkeeping today, I think the second goal, he should be out faster than he is. And he's just hanging about and sodding about. And for me, I thought Fab was terrible. I really, really did. I'd like to know what people think in the chat. And obviously, do put your comments in the comment section on the chat. But for me, I just look at him and I just feel that Areola is the solution. Like, Fab's done great things, and what it is with the West Ham fan base is they want to be loyal to one player. Fabianski's done great, but he's not the solution. Areola is the solution, and he should be rolling in the team. But he wasn't. And today, for me, Fab will probably get. What can I give Fab today? I thought he was terrible. I'll give him a standard 5. Like, I thought it was, and that's me being kind. I just don't understand what Fabianski today was just. There's just nothing there. Nothing there. I think the first goal, he's unlucky. I think the second goal, he should be out faster. And the third goal is 1-on-1. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think it's standard 5 for me is where I'm at. Steve agrees. Steve says, not one of Fab's better days, a 5. 5 from Steve, a 5 from me. And I will move on to, where are we? This man. Now, I've got a lot to say about this man. I thought he was atrocious today. Absolute atrocious. This man has got, like, listen, right, he's another one. He's done good things. I don't want to go, like, bombarding the team tonight, but you got to weigh it up for what it is. When we go to a flat back 4-2-3-1 system, this man will get the ball, go to the halfway line, and check his run every single time. He will check his run every single time. Check his run, cut inside, pass it to Soucek, or pass it to Rice, or pass it back to Zouma. The problem is with Cresswell is he's got no pace. Now, he can't just bomb down that wing and cross balls in, and that is a problem. And someone I spoke to earlier on said the exact same thing. Like, we need this man to go down the wing and cross balls into the box, like a winger, really. And he's far from a winger. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Cresswell, for me, is a player that needs to be replaced in the near future, for me. Like, as soon as. I think, yeah, he crosses a good ball in, but you need more than that. And he was part of the 3 at the back today. But when he went to a left back, not vintage today from him at all. So, what can I rate Cresswell today? I'm giving him a 5. I'm going to give him a 5. That might come across as harsh, but I just think he was atrocious today. All over the place. It's the sideways and back passing that is ingrained in Cresswell that absolutely drives me berserk. It absolutely drives me mental because this man just does not know. Like, he just doesn't drive forward. He's like, he'll pass the ball to Benrahma or Fornells, and he never overlaps. He was just terrible. Do you know what I mean? Let's see what Darren says here. Darren, he was shocking. I've said it for the last 2 years. He can't defend. Just a sweet delivery. Don't know how many times I've said this. I'm glad people are starting to see this. Good. He is a good delivery of a ball, but you need more. You need more. And for me today, I thought he was dreadful. I've always said this: pace against Cresswell, he gets ruined. What makes it worse is I think he was one of our better players. Like when I get to the other two, I think Zouma and Dawson were terrible. But I'm going to give him a 5 today. I think 5's about right where I'm at. Moving on to this man, Kirk Zouma, part of the 3 at the back. I don't know where to start. I think the Spurs fans got into his head today. Drove into his head. Just basically give him untold amount of grief. And he just lost the plot today. He just wasn't the same player. It's the worst performance I've seen Kirk Zouma at West Ham by a country mile. The first goal is unlucky. The second goal is criminal defending, in my opinion. But before I say all that, let's bring the man in who was there today. Mitchell, how are you, son?
All good, all good. I've been thinking
all good,
about
mate.
it a lot. Yeah.
All good, Mitchell. Right, before I move on to other players, quick ratings for this man, Mitch. Lucas Fabianski, give me a quick summary and rating. I rate him a 5.
5, yeah. Bam, 5.
Yeah.
Bam.
And the second person is this man, who I rated a 5.
5, bam.
Yeah. And now we're on to Zouma. I thought he was terrible today, Mitch.
I'll give Cresswell 6 for the assist. Well, it's a decent ball in, so it's not really assist, but it's just a 6 for me for Cresswell. Just.
I can't give Cresswell a 6, mate. That's one thing I won't be doing tonight. I thought his defending was fucking horrendous. Kirk Zouma, let's get to him now. He was the man of the moment today. Mitch, you was there. Yeah, you see all the Spurs fans with their fucking inflatable cats and signs for Kirk Zouma. What do you think of Kirk Zouma today?
For me, not good enough. He's I think if he defends a lot better, I think if the top quality centre half, which you know he can be, Zouma, is there and he's bang on it, I don't think any of those goals go in. And I think all those goals can be avoided rather. I blamed him quite a bit for all the 3 goals, to be honest. And I watched it back, and I still blame him for all the 3 goals. I watched it back on my own. The first goal, he's in front of Son. Son's coming behind him, running in front of him. It's his job to make sure that he cuts out the pass. And it's his job. He's his man. It's his man, basically. So I know he got a deflection, but he needs to get there before Son. Son got there before him. I think he needs to get there before Son.
But I don't think it's... If I was to put a blame on that goal for the first goal, I wouldn't be aiming it solely on Zouma. I'd be looking at Masuaku like being lightweight. And getting, So I know what you're saying.
They still attacked from the area. That goal still shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
So, look, Masuaku's a different story today. Like, honestly, whatever. Second goal. What was the second goal again? He got beat. He just got beat.
Yeah.
Just showed him outside. He got beat, Zouma. Just wasn't on his toes enough. Just got beat. Simple as, not good enough. And for the third goal,
embarrassing.
That's shocking. That's really bad. The both of them have gone up for that. It is embarrassing to be honest, mate. Dawson, it's Zuma's man. Son is Zuma's man. It was like that the whole game, you know.
Yeah.
Son was on the right side of the 3, so on their left side, our right side, and Zouma had him all game. So I don't know why he changed to go Mark Kane for the goal, and they both went up. Him and Dawson went up. Bless you.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. I don't blame Dawson for that. I think Dawson knows this is a man. I think it's Zuma's fault for the third goal.
I thought he was dreadful today, mate. Like
very disappointing.
The Spurs, they just got into him. I think he just played on his head, really.
I said right at the start that Son has got Zouma in his back pocket today. Like he's scared. He's shit himself. And he really struggled.
I just when we get to Moyes, that'd be interesting. But give me a rating for Zouma today, mate.
I'll talk about it actually. I'll give him a 4. I think.
Yeah, I'm with you 100% on this. Worst performance I've ever seen him in a West Ham shirt.
Yeah.
No communication, all over the place, couldn't defend.
It's usually
Yeah,
superb one-on-one defending, but today, no,
shocking.
not good
Yeah,
enough. Yeah, not good enough.
absolutely agree with you on that. 4s for me and Mitch. Moving on to this man, Craig Dawson, who I thought was also horrendous today. I I didn't see much of him really. I think he gets a yellow card. I'm sorry, but I know the fan base love a sort of James Collins type player. Don't get me wrong. I love a James Collins type player. Like I like that sort of older workhorse type defender. But
Good
when you
stuck in,
get
yeah.
world class players against them sort of defenders, they turn them
Quick
inside
players
out.
as well. Dawson, we've always said
Yeah.
it. He struggles. Me and you've always said it, James, and he always
Mm.
struggles. When players run at him, he shits himself.
Balls over the top, mate. 100%.
Yeah, he does. He's always struggled with that. And I think it's gotten to a point now where I think in the last few months he's got a lot of praise, rightfully so. But I feel like that now it may be costing. It's in the thin line where he might be slightly overrated now. Look, Dawson's a very good. He's a decent defender.
He's no
He's all
nonsense
right.
defender, isn't he?
He is, but I think I feel our fan base maybe are what's the word? Pipe pumping smoke up his arse a bit. What's the word? Is that the word for it?
Yeah, blood smoke up his ass. Yeah.
Yeah, look, Dawson's been very good, but I do think against teams with real quality, which we haven't really played against in the last few months. I mean, I know you can say that I'm talking shit. The only team really we've played that's got real quality and pace is Liverpool, and to be fair, he done all right in that game. But today was a big test where Spurs are a counter-attacking team, and they've become that under Conte. And you can see by the possession stats, we're not really a possession-based team. We have been in the last few games, but generally this season we've always been a team that's had slightly less possession. Today it was basically 50-50, and they wanted to counter attack. It's where they're best at, and we've got a very slow defence. We've got a slow team overall. Like Johnson ain't the quickest, but he's probably the quickest out of the 4. Zouma's fairly. He's got long strides, but he's not rapid. And Dawson and Cresswell are just very slow.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. What you just said about Zuma's pace, he's got strides, but he ain't got no blistering pace to get back out of trouble.
Yeah, he doesn't. Like, I think signing him, I thought he had a bit more pace, to be honest. Like, so I watched when he signed for us. I was watching interviews of him and the clips of that, and I watched him interview for I think when he was at Chelsea. And he's talking about his pace and said how FIFA have done him dirty, and he says how am I slower than Pogba? That's bullshit and all that. And I saw his run against, I saw his run for Chelsea where he went through loads of players and done step overs and that. He looks rapid. Yeah, but I do think we lack so much pace in this team. I really do.
What do you rate Dawson today, mate?
As soon as a 4, I'd give him it's tough. It's 5 or 6. I'll give him 5. I'll give him 5.
I can't give him a 5, mate. I'm sorry. I'm going the same as Zouma.
I don't think it was as bad as Zouma today.
I don't think he was as bad as Zouma, but they both just didn't work well together. Like especially the third goal is embarrassing. That's embarrassing defending from both of them. Not one.
Yeah, but I'd put the blame more on Zouma there because it's on the right side. Son's got that channel between Zouma and Johnson, where it's either Johnson or Zouma. Mainly Zouma because Johnson was just marking Reguilon the whole game. It was going forward.
Probably because I'm looking at it with Craig Dawson. Listen, I like Craig Dawson, but I just don't think he should be a starter at West Ham. I've always said that. So it's just an hard one for me. We've conceded 3 goals today against a team who really didn't do a lot other than score 3 goals. I don't remember Fabianski making blockbuster saves and keeping people out and things like that. Yeah. So you go 5. I'm just going to stay with a 4. It's not a 5 for me.
Actually, sorry, the last time someone ran at Dawson was Broja. Southampton, we know that went.
100% agree, mate. Moving on to this man, Arthur Masuaku. I'm lost for words. it ain't his fault because he's shit. Because he's shit. Do you know what I mean? But the blame for me today goes on Moyes on this one. Not so much him, because this man hasn't played a game of football for ages. He come on as a sub the other day against someone for like 30 seconds against Villa, I think it was. Now, I do not understand this one at all with Masuaku today. Now, I'm going to judge Masuaku and I'll get to Moyes later on tonight with me and you. Maz today done fuck all, in my opinion, other than get dispossessed for the first goal. He's out of position for the second goal. And then he gets subbed on the 55th, 56th minute. Now, for me, I've always said this, Arthur Masuaku should not be at West Ham anymore. We signed him in 2015, the summer of 2015. This kid has done nothing for West Ham, and he should not be here. And I agree with everything you say when you say about Longhello and bringing in youngsters and bringing in someone else in. Like, I look at Mass today, he done fuck all game. I'm going to make this quite easy. I'm giving him a 3. I think he was I know, and that's going to be harsh, but what did he do?
I think you're right. I agree.
But what did he do, Mitch, really? Like, he didn't do a lot. And for me, the first goal, he gets bullied off the ball. The second goal, he's massively out of position because he's not reading the game. And there'll be another rating that I get to the next player who I thought was also short. And I agree with what you've been saying recently. So it's a 3 for me for Maz. Mitch, take it away.
Masuaku. It's funny because on the way here, everyone on the train was going crazy about it, saying, Arthur Masuaku. I think a bit of hope that he could do something today, because obviously today was a big game.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it was very embarrassing. He's completely gone. Before, at least he had something about him. At least, when he made the defensive errors and that, he still kind of made up for it in somewhat. For me, he never did, but for a lot of people, he made up for it with his attacking prowess, where he could dribble past a player or two, put it across, never a good cross because he's never been able to cross the ball. But beat a couple of men, pass it short, keep it nice with midfielders and other wingers that he plays alongside. He's always been quite good at that. But this season, he's completely lost it. He's completely lost the plot. He can't go forward anymore. He's lost his pace. He's lost his energy, his dribbling technique, his skill. Obviously, he's never had that defensive ability, so that's never been there anyway. He's absolutely fucking useless. Absolutely fucking useless. And seeing him on the team sheet today, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace to all the youngsters in the club which have been playing well this season, done well for the under 23s, and really shown something. And that cunt is still getting in the team. It's a disgrace. And obviously, there's only one man to blame for that.
There, though? But who do you blame there, though, Mitch? Do you blame him?
Both of them. I blame both of them because
he ain't gonna say no to going in the team, is he? Let's be honest.
Exactly. Like, obviously, Moyes would say he's probably mostly to blame, but you can't. If you get named on the pitch, you've got to do more. Like, you've got to show something. Snodgrass was a player that, for me, wasn't great. He played as a winger, and I don't think he was the greatest, technically gifted player. He wasn't quick.
He's a trier.
But he was a trier, and he really he tried, and that's what all the West Ham fans loved about him. And Masoud has got absolutely nothing to his game.
I agree,
he's completely just absolutely lost the plot. And I cannot wait to see the back of him, because it's a shame, because there was one good period he had at us at West Ham, and that was when he played 5 at the back, funny enough. And we had Moyes. It's the first time Moyes came, and he plays left wing back then, and Arnautovic was up top. And I remember we scored some good goals when Masu and Arnautovic were in that side together, and they played well.
Yeah.
They kept us up. I think Masu was fantastic. Lanzini and Arnautovic were the players that kept us up.
Yeah, but
he's fallen out of love. He's completely.
Let me be honest with you, though, Mitch. Before I get your rating, I've got to ask you this: have you seen any improvement from Masuaku since we've signed him?
He's got worse and worse. He's got worse and worse, 100%.
Because for me, I've not seen anything from Masuaku. Like, I'm expecting this geezer to go past people and like smash balls across the box.
That's what people tell me. people tell me he's a winger. Well, fucking show me then. If he's a winger, then fucking show me when he goes forward. When he
Mate,
goes forward, what's he got that is winger-esque? Nothing.
mate, I could go over my local park, find a geezer who's been out on the piss the night before, and he will do a better job than Masuaku. And that's no joke. Mitch, give me a rating for Maz.
3. Same as you.
Yeah, 2 threes for Masuaku. Moving on to this man, Ben Johnson, who I thought was absolutely fucking horrendous today. Really, really bad. I weren't impressed with him either. I don't think he was as bad as Maz. He wasn't as bad as Cresswell, because I thought Cresswell was not all that either. But Cresswell, Ben Johnson, and Masuaku, all of them were as bad as one another. I'm going to let you go first in this one, because I've got a lot to say about Ben Johnson.
Yeah, I've been saying it for weeks now, and obviously you'll know as well.
Yeah.
I really don't see the hype of him. I think he's a decent fullback. I think he's a decent player, but nothing more. Nothing more. I don't see what people see. I'd like someone to tell me what they see about Ben Johnson, where they go, that is a player. That is a superb player. Start the season, granted, when he came in, he did play well, to be fair. But
is he a right wing back though, Mitch? That's the problem.
He's not right wing back.
Yeah.
I still don't like him as a right back. I still think he lacks a lot of the qualities you need. I think as a right back, as full backs in the current era, you have to have attributes. The game has changed so much where you go forward, and all you have to do is look at every top 10 team in the league. Look at the best fullback, and you can identify attributes where you go, they're great at that. They're great at that. They're very quick. They're very strong. Very good defensively. They can put in a very good ball, or they're all round very good. And most of the fullbacks in top 10, top 6 have those qualities. Maybe not Spurs. Spurs are a team where they're a bit mix and match with their fullbacks, but every other team have got good fullbacks. Besides from us, I think we've heavily overrated Cresswell this season. My third fan cam, I said Cresswell is for me a liability, and I got so much hate for that. But I just really don't see what other people see. I see other fullbacks, and I just think they're so much better than what we've got. Johnson for me today was just shit, just nothing, mate, just nothing. He defended all right, to be fair, but just going forward, you're right wing back. You need to be offering so much more than what he did. He offered nothing going forward at all, unfortunately.
I agree. Would you rate him, mate?
I'll give him a 5.
I can't give him a 5. Can't. I'll give him a 4. I think he was absolutely fucking horrendous. Listen, I know he played the other night, so he's going to have a bit of benefit of the doubt on that. But I agree with
I thought he was pretty bad as well. One of the worst players.
But what you've been saying to me for weeks now, since me and you've been doing these player ratings, obviously I'm picking up what you're saying on players, and I'm watching these players sort of quite closely. And Ben Johnson today done nothing of any note. He kept getting out of position for Son. Like Son is balls over the top are coming. Yeah,
it's a weird one though. The marking setup, because I feel like maybe Johnson was marking Reguilon and not Son.
Yeah,
I think Son's man was Zouma. Zouma was, marking.
But he was just all over the place, and like you just say, right? When I look at fullbacks or wingbacks or whatever, I look at them to go past people and try and smash balls across the box, or like get crosses in and do something. Do you know what I'm saying? I just don't see it. I just did not see it today. And I'm not gonna go in on him totally, because he just played the other day, but that was a big game today, and he just didn't look up for it today. So he's going to get a 4 from me. Mitch has gone with a 5. Moving on to our midfield. Let's start off with this man, Manuel Lanzini. Non-existent today, Mitch. What do you reckon?
Yeah, he's been like that for a while, to be honest. Since his kind of goal scoring things have gone, he's had one good game, one okay game, one bad game. And then I'd say in the last, 3 games, he's just been really quiet. Just not doing anything. I don't know what his role in this team is, because it's a weird one. Like I think he's just there to kind of pick the ball up and just pass it forward. And I think if you want to be a top team, I think you need to offer a bit more than that. When you go to these top sides, you need to be doing something more. You need to be maybe beating a man first and then pass it forward. He's just getting the ball, just not really having. He's got the energy. He's always had the buzz about him, Lanzini, but I don't know. Recently, he's just been a bit quiet, just non-existent in games, not putting his stamp on the game, not getting to good positions in the area. Yeah, just not producing these little bits of Lanzini magic.
I just find with him that it's a lot of sideways and back passing. That's what I don't know about you, but when he's in that,
I don't know. I don't think he ever pass. I think he always looks forward, but I think
it's either he looks forward but he doesn't do it, or he's so used to sort of playing in that little triangle. Like, do you know what I mean?
He's always done those passes. Because and now that he drops deeper, he finds it hard to pass it forward because
there's no space.
Well, the thing is, he's dropped like today. He was that. What was he? He was like the central playmaker, wasn't he, today? Really, because
he was more. Like a 10.
We played like Benrahma and Antonio up top today. It was like it was like a 5-2-1-1, wasn't it?
It was a weird system today. To me,
1-1-1.
Because sometimes
Benrahma would go to left, right, and then Lanzini was just behind him, going a little bit left, a little bit right, and then Soucek and Rice in the middle.
100%, mate. 100%. What'd you rate him, Mitch?
For me, just not enough today. 6 would say average. I think he was just below average because he didn't do enough. Didn't really do anything bad today, but didn't do enough. So for me, a 5.
Yeah, I'm with you. 100%. That's exactly what I was thinking. Standard 5 for me for Manuel Lanzini. Moving on to this man, Tomas Soucek. The other night, he top class performance. Today, not so. I don't know whether he was tired. Just nothing there today. They went for our midfield. Like, they weren't even there, some of them. Do you know what I mean? I can't blame them totally because I think the system just did not help us, especially in the first half. I think second half we got to grips with them a bit better, but it was too late.
Sorry, James, quickly. I saw a couple of people today saying we played better in the first half and second half, and I was really baffled by that. I really think we played much better in the second half. What do you think?
We was a lot better in the second half, mate.
Yeah.
Fuck me, I don't know what people were saying.
Those people were saying. Yeah.
I think they must have been on the fucking drink or fucking drugs or something because first half was all over the place defensively. Like, there's no two ways about it. And
going forward, we were shocking. I thought just non-existent.
I think I'll get to the one player that I think today was just phenomenally good. I think I'm going to mention today. But other than that, the rest of them, I just thought there was just nothing. There was nothing there. There was nothing there really. You do, Mitch. You do. Tomas Soucek, I'll give a quick rate. I'll give a quick rating for him. I'm going to give him a 6, just a 6 for me. Right? I can't give him a 5. He tried it. Right? He was lurking in the box. Yeah, he nearly had a header in the second half. I think, first half, sorry, where the ball's come round, and I think it was across from Antonio. I think it was, and he's lurking at the back post again.
It was first half.
That, but there's just nothing there for me today for Soucek. So it's an easy rating for me. I'll give him a 6. What are you giving him, Mitch?
6. Bayern. Exactly what you just said. Nothing much about it. He didn't really do much of the game, but he done all right. Just done all right. 6. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, mate. It's just different. It's hot and cold, isn't it? It's just one day he can be better, but then we've got to look at the fact that he played 120 minutes the other day. So yeah, we move on. Moving on to this man, Declan Rice. Not vintage today, Declan, but to me, I think he was still a good performance from him today. I don't know about you, Mitch. What do you think?
Yeah, good and bad bits. He was a bit more sloppier than usual today, I'd say, with his passing.
Yeah,
a couple of long balls went out. Short pass as well.
Yeah,
his short passing sometimes was intercepted. Yeah, it wasn't vintage Rice today.
But steady though, wasn't it?
I will say now. I'd say in the last 6 games, Rice has been a little bit out of form. He's not been at his top class self, and it's not blatantly obvious. But when I think back to every single play ratings we've been doing recently, it's been the same old. Where we have been saying though, like not vintage Rice. We have said that I think every single game now for the last 6 games because he hasn't been top class like he usually is. Yeah, just a few more sloppy passes I think have crept into his game recently, and maybe not driving forward as much. I think that might be to do with Moyes as well, asking him to sit back more.
Yeah.
Which is fair play. You know, we're getting decent results at the minute, so fair play. We are playing better, so yeah. But today, I don't think it was great from Rice. I'd still give him. I'd give him a 6. I'd say. I was thinking 7, but no, I know Rice could do a bit more. I'll give him a 6. It was average.
I'm going to give him a 7, just a 7. It's just over, like, it's just literally over onto the 7. For me, defensively, I think he was all right. Like, he's a trier, the kid. He's a trier. The only thing that he doesn't do anymore is he doesn't pick the ball up and do his bursting runs through
Yeah,
midfield, which is it's a bit strange, to
I
say the
would like to
least.
see. Yeah,
But other than that, I think he's a trier. He gets the passes, he picks the ball up, he tries to make things happen, but just nothing there today, like as in vintage Declan Rice. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think a 7's about fair for him. Moving on to this man, Saeed Benrahma scored a goal today. And for me, I thought he was absolutely top drawer today. Mitch, take it away.
exactly like the Benrahma that we know is inside. He unleashed it today. Yeah, I thought he was by far our best player, to be honest. Only player a bit of bollocks. I did say at the start of the game that we were playing really shit. No one wanted to try anything. It was sideways, shit, then sloppy pass. I'd
Yeah.
say that we need someone to grab the game by the bollocks and have a go. We need someone to just one or two players to step up to the mark and put them, put their mark on the game. And Benrahma was the only one that done that in the whole pitch, really. For us. Yeah, I thought he was much better today, much like his old self, taking players on, tidy touches, and his finish was exceptional. Yeah, it was a very good finish for Benrahma, exceptional finish, difficult. I don't think anyone in that team really is putting that away besides from him. Yeah, very good finish, tough angle.
I would say
Superb.
Declan's the only one who would put that away with him.
I don't know. I don't know. I think Declan might. I think Declan's one of those players. I don't think he would side foot it like Benrahma did. So I think he might have just smashed it, and
True. Yeah,
he might have keeper.
true. That's true. Good point there. Would you
I
rate
give
him,
him an
Mitch?
8. I give him an 8. The only player that I thought was good today. I give him an 8.
Yeah. I've said it for a long time. Saeed Benrahma's the man for West Ham. People keep telling me he's shit. He's no good. Listen, I know it's only one game. I'm not going to get giddy. Yeah, it's over one game. But today I thought he was excellent from start to finish. I think he's a trier. He won the ball back. He put in some absolutely peach crosses. But if we had a centre forward who knows how to be a centre forward, that'd be on his head. Literally, the goal is excellent, like you just said. Side foot finish, controlled, bottom, like no chance for Lloris. And yeah, listen, I'll keep it pretty short and sweet from me. I'll give him a very, very high 8, just not a 9 because we've lost a game, but it's a high 8 for me. The kid's a talent, do you know what I mean? And tonight he ain't getting scapegoated. Let's put it like that. 4 weeks ago he was getting scapegoated.
I'm shocked he didn't get substituted today. I really thought he would still get substituted.
Yeah, but we're going to get onto a player who was substituted, and I didn't see that coming. But yeah, very high 8 for me for Benrahma. Keep doing it, son. I've backed you up from minute 1, and you're coming good now. Moving on to this man, Mikel Antonio. Mitch, can you believe that this? First of all, let's talk about what he done in the match before we get to the subs. Right. He misses the chance in the first half that goes narrowly wide, literally inches away from the far post, and he puts it wide. In the second half, he has a golden chance in front of the away end, and the ball comes in, and he's standing there. He's 9 foot out, 10 foot out from the goal.
Yeah,
he plays it over the bar. Talk to me about Antonio.
Very close for what was playing the pitch for me. I think the magical three today, Zouma, Masuaku, Antonio, were the main three reasons why we lost today's game.
Mm.
I thought it was very bad. I'm not gonna lie. I thought his first touch was absolutely shocking. Christian Romero, who I hate to say it because obviously he's a Spurs fan, and it was very nasty to my boy Pablo in a home game. But he absolutely bullied him today. Like
But
Christian Romero, he had him
but
in his
isn't this a
pocket.
thing though, Mitch? Isn't this a thing that me and you discuss on this channel week in, week out, game in, game out? When Mikel Antonio is up against 2 or 3 centre arms who are bullies, he gets bullied every time.
Not just that, just very good centre back. It doesn't have to be like bullies. Just like because he's not the biggest centre half. He's only like 6'1", I think. Christian Romero.
But he's a bit of an animal, isn't he? Let's be honest. He likes to get stuck in. He'll kick you. Like, he's nasty.
He's athletic as well. He's a very
Yeah.
athletic centre half. He's quick, and oh fuck me, Antonio did struggle today. He fucking struggled. His first touch, him falling over again and again and a fucking again. It does mean great. Oh, it drives me crazy. This boy. Antonio's like a roller coaster. Each game, you just don't know what Antonio's going to get. I thought his performance against Sevilla was so overrated by our fan base. I thought a lot because he was effective against Sevilla, but he'd done so many bad things as well against Sevilla, and he still wasn't
But
sharp.
can you see what we're saying though, Mitch, from the other night? Me and you sat in the other night, and we said, "Well, look at his touch, right?" And people were saying, "No, don't worry about that."
Embarrassing today.
Yeah, don't worry about that because that don't matter because we've won the game. Well, we've lost the game today.
Well, it does when you go into future games.
Exactly that, mate.
People don't see that.
Let me ask you this, Mitch. Right? Was you surprised that he got subbed so early?
I was. I was very happy
Yeah.
though. I was not gonna lie. I was very happy.
Yeah, I don't know how I felt really. I thought if this goes right, then Moyes is the Messiah
I don't know.
again.
I don't think it could have gone wrong because Antonio wasn't doing anything for the rest of the game. If Antonio was on the pitch and if he stayed on the pitch and Yarmolenko never got subbed, it would have been the exact same result.
The only difference with me is this man likes to score against Spurs. That's the only thing I would have said.
But when he played at Spurs, he's always played well. He's always looked decent. Today he was well off the mark. Just simply not good enough for him today.
Give me a rating for him, Mitch.
For me, 4 as well. I'll give him a 4.
I'm going to give him.
They balled into the box for I think in the first half for I think was it Soucek.
Soucek,
that's all we've done. That's all we've done.
True.
I was going to say I think he's our best open play crosser at the club. I think he's actually got a decent cross in him. I really do.
Unbelievable, mate. Unbelievable.
And maybe stick him on a wing.
Yeah. For me, I'm going to give him a 3 today. I won't give him a 4. I'll give him a 3. Moyes must have seen something today to go, fuck me, I'm getting this geezer off because he's doing nothing. That's the only thing I can think of, Mitch, because he must have looked at it.
Blindfold on Stone Moyes, did he?
Right, 100% did it, mate. I think the chance in the second half is gold. But he's got to put that away, right?
You're a striker. It's not like it's Craig Dawson in that fucking area. You're our main striker, for fuck's sake.
Every time Benrahma was putting balls into the box, he was getting crowded out. And some of them balls that are coming in were like world-class balls, really, top-class balls. And he's just nowhere to be seen. And to get subbed on the 55th minute, so he's just sat there for 10 minutes gone, no, I'm getting Mickey off, mate, because he's just doing nothing. Right? That, to me, says it all. See, I've got to give him a 3, really. I have to, because he's done nothing in the whole game, yet again.
I could give him a 3. I'm just thinking for the... he did quite a decent chance for himself in the first half where he's barged the player over. I think he should have done better with the shot. He should have at least gotten target for me.
But it's just poor. It was just poor for him today. It really was. Moving on to the subs. We'll start off with this man, Pablo Fornals. Mitch, he comes on today and I'd look at him and I just think, mate, he got bullied today and all. Bounced off the ball, couldn't pass the ball, couldn't do anything
I don't
at
know.
all.
I thought he kept it very simple.
Mm.
And he didn't really try anything, but he didn't do anything wrong. He got buzzed off the ball a couple times, not too much from what I saw, but as a direct replacement for Masuaku, I mean, he done 10 times better, done ten
Yeah.
times more things on the ball. But still, it's the same old Fornals for me. He's just all right. He's just an okay player. He's just very plain, simple.
Mm.
I think our fan base love him purely because he loves the club, which fair play to him. All I've been seeing on Twitter for the last few days is everywhere they go, everywhere they go.
Mm.
I do love Paul now. So I've got a lot of admiration for him. It's the same kind of situation with Snodgrass where I've got so much admiration for him. I love the fact that he loves the club, and I
Yeah.
do love him. He seems like a really nice person as well. It's just I don't know. Footballing wise, I just think he lacks so many attributes to make it.
I agree.
Just lacks so much pace. He's just slow for a winger, really, isn't he?
I think what it is, you take his work rate away, you got a bang average player there.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly, and that's what I've been saying. It's the same situation with Snodgrass, where but it's just I think it's a bit different because Pablo, he's a bit more happy than Snodgrass. He's he's a bit better looking than Snodgrass, and he's Spanish. If his name was, I don't know, Jack Bates or something from League One, I think everyone would be saying he's a shocking footballer.
Yeah, I agree.
No,
mate.
he's all right. Today, just not kept it very basic. I'm thinking 5 or 6. I don't know, James. You choose the rating for this one. So I don't really. Yeah,
5 for me. Yeah, I think it's a standard
so
5.
I'm really GI. Sorry.
That's all right, mate. You sort yourself out. I think it's a standard 5 for me. The reason why I say it's a 5 is because basically he done nothing when he come on other than like I can keep losing the ball. Like I think he looked knackered today, Fornals. That's one thing I will say. Like when you're obviously where you went today, you sat in the ground, you can see it from afar. I'm sitting there watching it in the pub on a big TV. I just look at him and he was just slow to everything today. Do you know what I mean? Just people will say, well, he come on and he tried, he done this, he done that, he would look brighter. But look how many times
January signings, like not having. We haven't got game changers on the bench, have we?
100% agree.
We've got players that start the game and just kind of control the game. Vlasic is not a game changer either. We need players with real directness, energy, pace. Yeah. As much as I don't like Antonio, for his inconsistencies overall, he's the type of player it's good to bring on, I think.
And the thing is, for me, like, you 4-0 today, you could have brought, I just seen the chat there from someone, they said about 4-0, I think Epic said it, 4-0 is a better wing back than Masuaku. I totally agree. I
don't think he should play wing back though ever.
Yeah, he shouldn't play wing back, but he's definitely a better wing back.
He's a better wing back, 100%. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So let me get the live chat.
So 2 5s for 4-0. Before I move, 2 5s for 4-0. Before I move on, please everyone do smash a like on the video. It goes a long way. It helps me out. Thank you. And let's get to this man, Andre Yarmolenko. Nothing today. Like, listen, I think the substitute. I know how bad Antonio was. I've rated him for how bad he was and for the time he was on the pitch. But this man come on and done nothing today. Actually, not a lot. Like he was, and I just feel that the sub was miles too early, in my opinion. I'd have left Antonio on there another 10 minutes.
So I thought it was quite good from Moyes, if I'm being honest, because I think it needed a change.
I think it did.
Some Yarmolenko, who's showed quite a lot recently, I think he deserved to come on early.
True, but is it worth it after 10 minutes? Like, that's the only thing I would have said there. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, because I think sometimes you can tell if a player comes out second half and they change their ways, so maybe that's good. But he didn't. He was exactly the same, Antonio.
Yeah, I agree. Yarmolenko today. I'll go first on this one. Non-existent for me. I'm going to give him what can I give him? I don't want to give him a 5. His standard. I'll give him a 4. There's nothing there today. Like he come on, he got stuck in, he ran around, but oh yeah, he had like he cut it. There was a chance in the second half when the ball come into him, and he put it in the side netting. He should be going across the goal.
Yep,
100%.
exactly.
Why is he going to your post?
Words. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? No idea.
That really wound me up. I thought he was going to cross in. I don't know why he had a shot there. He did look up. I was watching him. He did look up.
Yeah, he didn't. So I'm going to rate him a 4. Mitchell, take it away.
Yeah, I've been thinking while you've been talking about it. 4 or 5, 4 or 5. Yeah, I'm going to go a high 4. Done a very few decent bits of play, but aside from that, pretty weak when defenders come up against him. He just really struggled with that. He's he was sloppy, quite sloppy today as well, like trying to do flicks and stuff. None of them came off, really.
Yeah.
Look, the way Yarmolenko has kind of half turned it around, almost at the club for us. He still will probably leave in summer. Oh, not probably. He will be leaving in summer, but at least he will be going out in a much better way than what he would have been if he didn't play any of the last few games. So in that respect, I'm happy for him. But today, yeah, obviously I know the situation in Ukraine is not great, but still he should be playing a little bit better than that. Yeah, just sloppy. Not like Yarmolenko at Sevilla and the game before that, where I thought he looked very good, really sharp. Today he wasn't quite sharp, more sloppy. Yeah, I'll give him a 4 as well. High 4 for me.
High 4 for Mitchell. A final sub. Nikola Vlasic comes on.
What time was that in the game?
88th minute, mate. 86, something like that.
Okay.
For me, I just think this geezer's been a waste of time. I've always said this from minute 1, that I look at Vlasic and I just don't see anything there. And when people, and this is where I get the anger when I have the debates with about the Benrahma Vlasic debate, and people say, well, you can't judge Ben. You praised Benrahma up last year, but you're not going to praise Vlasic up this year, right? But tell me what the fuck Vlasic has done this year. Like
exactly,
he hasn't done anything.
Showed so many good glimpses last season. He done a lot of good things.
And the thing is with Vlasic,
showed nothing, mate.
He showed, and the way I look at it with Vlasic, Mitch, and correct me if you think I'm wrong, and I know you will. You will pull me if you think I'm talking bollocks. But this is a man who's a Champions League player. He come from CSKA Moscow. He's playing the Champions League. He plays internationally for Croatia. He's played in the Premier League before. Like, this man should be throwing his weight about and getting in that starting lineup. And Benrahma a month ago was dead. Like, he was out. There was no way that Benrahma was ever going to get back in Moyes' plans unless there was injuries. And today, when you look at Benrahma and you look at Vlasic, right, I know you can't judge them on today's performance, but look at them as players. One of them looks like he doesn't. I don't know what Vlasic is doing. Do you know what I'm saying? And today he come on. Listen, I'm not going to go steaming into him or nothing, but I just don't see anything there. I just don't see anything there from Vlasic. Do you know what I mean? I'll give him a standard 5 for me.
5, yeah.
Yeah.
Could you pull up Rahat's comment, please, if that's all right, please, mate?
Which one?
The one about good technician.
Let's have a look. Good technician.
Just wait now, because that's what we'll do from now on. I'm going to have it on the side on my TV so that I can.
Well, I don't know what comment it is. Read it out to us, Mitch.
He's an excellent. It was something about he's an excellent technician. Used badly under Moyes, I think.
It must be. I don't know. It must be further down, mate. I can't find it. It's just not on my one. That's all right, mate.
So he basically said that Vlasic is an excellent technician, badly used under Moyes. I think that was the comment. What do you think of that?
Here we go. See it. Vlasic is an excellent technician, and he's badly used under Moyes. Not for me. Not for me, mate. At the end of the day,
the match.
Yeah, that's Scotty Ben.
Yeah.
For me, he ain't. How can he be bad when he has played games this year? Let's be honest. In Seville was his best game in a West Ham shirt, in my opinion. His second best game was against Leeds reserves in the FA Cup. That's not exactly pulling trees up, is it? Let's be honest here, and you've got to be real, yeah, because that's one thing I do try and bring to this channel is fucking realistic opinion, right? Because I can sit there,
James, you do.
But the thing is, though, Mitch, I can to sit here and go, yeah, Vlasic will come good, but I've not seen nothing. I've not seen anything. I've not seen him turn a game. I've not seen him do anything. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go in on the Vlasic because obviously it's been it's one of them days, and maybe Moyes should have played him from the start today. Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't get it myself, and I really don't. And people say, "Oh, Benrahma might be leaving or should be sold in the summer." Fucking look at Vlasic. That's what's embarrassing.
No way. No, don't even. That's just silly.
I've heard it all before, mate. Anyway, Mitch, give me a quick rating for Vlasic before we move on, mate.
Vlasic 5, yeah.
I
don't get that. I don't get that exit technician comment. Sorry.
Nah.
I don't get it. I don't get it. He's so average.
He's bang average, mate.
Thing is, like, what do you want him to do? Like, I want to ask you, like, if you start him, which fair play, right. You know, he deserves to play games. Like, I kind of half get why people would start him. When you do start him, what do you want him to do? I'd like to see what the comments.
I think I can answer that, Mitch. I can answer that for you, right? I feel that Vlasic should have been taking over Lanzini's place in the team. Right? When Manuel Lanzini is getting ahead of you, yeah. Listen, if he gets ahead of Benrahma, he deserves it. But Vlasic is the new star signing, remember, from the summer. And he should be playing a lot more games than Lanzini played this season.
100%, yeah. 100%.
And like, because you got to look at it, the age, how young he is. Like, he's come with a big premium price tag. He should be in our first team fucking all the time, but he's nowhere near it. Like,
he doesn't deserve to be. He really doesn't.
Exactly that, mate.
Again,
exactly
he can't beat a man. So I don't get that winger comment. Like, wingers are supposed to beat a man and put a decent ball in the box. That's the role of a winger, really. And then cut inside, have a decent few shots from range. I've never seen Vlasic do that. Vlasic doesn't beat a man. He doesn't put good crosses in. He doesn't shoot from range. So that's just a load of bollocks. I'm sorry.
Well, do you know what? Before we move on, I have not seen him have a long shot at West Ham. That's no joke. That's no joke. And he was known for scoring blockbuster goals at CSKA. The difference is
he doesn't look forward and go, "Oh, let's try something." He's always like side to side. Look, I'm going to pass it to Benrahma. I'm going to pass it to Thingy.
Yeah. And this is. And you know what? I know we're speaking about that, yeah, but that's why it irritates me when the fan base go, "Oh, Benrahma loses the ball," because Benrahma tries to do something, whereas Vlasic doesn't do anything. Like, you see what I'm getting at? He'll try and do something, right?
Exactly. He doesn't. If he's got that talent, then fair play. Then fucking show us that then, because he's not doing anything to, to make a mark. If you don't, you can go, then in the summer, out the fucking door.
Exactly that, mate. Exactly that. Let's move on to the final two ratings of the evening. First one, the ref. I thought it was absolutely horrendous as they made this referee. Anthony Taylor's absolute prick. Not
so
for
much
me.
abuse from my boys today as well. Love it,
mate.
Love it.
Benrahma gets clipped. He don't bring it. He don't give a yellow. He don't give a foul. What was the other thing today?
Region, the fucking card. How he wasn't booked for it.
Yeah,
disgusting.
Oh, that geezer drives me berserk. That Region,
wanker. Like, the only good thing about him is his missus, and that's about it.
Yeah, fucking. She must be mad being with him. The thing is, when I look at it in today, the ref, like corners and things like that, Cresswell. I think Antonio was saying in the first half that Cresswell got a clump. He said like his claret coming out of his ear or something like that. I don't know. The ref today was not great for me. Not great. Give me a rating for the ref, Mitch, because it's going to be interesting with Moyes.
4. I'll give him a 4.
I'll give him a 5. I think he's done a couple of good things right, but more bad things wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, 5. 4.
For me, the biggest one was not booking fucking Son for the stupidity of his dive. But from our end, we didn't know what was going on because obviously we were sitting on the other side. So I had to watch the replay. I quickly went on Twitter to see what's going on, and I saw people left, right, and centre going fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Son.
Oh
And
yeah, and Joe, one thing I didn't like about Song today, and I like Song because he's a world class footballer. Yeah, I think he's a decent footballer, but I don't like him because he plays for Spurs. That's one reason, and another reason is when he's fucking signalling to the West Ham fans like, take a picture of me, like that sort of thing. I thought, you cheeky cunt. You know what I mean?
not even that,
Really
but
did.
he comes across one of those decent blokes, but he's actually not. He's a bit of a prick, Son.
Yeah,
He's a bit of a cunt.
he is a bit, mate. Do you know what I mean? Next time we'll take him out. Do you know what I mean? Al we need him back. Moving on to the final rating of the evening. And it's this man, Mr. David Moyes, the Messiah. It wasn't the Messiah today, I'm afraid. I'm going to start off with this one. I think the team selection is wrong straight away. Why are you matching 3-4-3? We've done that against Spurs in the Carabao Cup quarter final. We fucked it up, and we lost the game 2-1. Today we lost 3-1. Why is Masuaku playing? Hasn't kicked a football for fuck knows when. You're going to put him in a game where Spurs are going to be up for it, and you know this man is not good defensively. Yeah, but you still consist on playing this twat every week. Not good enough. I think the substitute in the second half of Antonio was wrong to a point. That's my opinion. I think he should have dragged it another 10. Maybe put 4 nails on, see how Antonio went, and then if it doesn't work, then bring Yarm on. Bring Yarmolenko on the 55th minute, 56th minute, I think was like, it's not good. Not good, really. Do you know what I mean? I think Yarm's the last 20-minute man. What else did he do today? There's not a lot. There's not a lot else I can praise him about. Listen, we've done well on Thursday, but that's gone now. Thursday's over, finished, finito. Today, Moyes got the team wrong against a team where they are playing 3-4-3 all the time. They know that system like the back of their hand. And when we went to a 4-2-3-1 system, we looked pretty good. I must admit, we looked a lot better than we did in the first half. I must admit. I'm going to give him a 5 today. I think he's got a few things wrong, and that's all I can say, really. Do you know what I mean? People will say about the tiredness and all that. I get it, but why is Masuaku playing? Where is Vlasic? Why ain't Vlasic playing? If we need Corral. If there's players who need to play, he's got to start rotating this team around, and he just doesn't. So it's a 5 for me. Mitchell, take it away.
Very disappointed. Very, very disappointed in him today. Moyes has kind of clawed his way back for me recently. I think he's been a bit more proactive. Played more on the front foot, and we played much better, I think, in last month. I'd say. But today, very disappointing. I don't know why he started Masuaku, mate. I really don't understand that. You've got a man. Obviously, we spoke about Masuaku, so I won't go into too much detail. But you've got a man that's got no confidence, got no footballing brain or ability because he's a fucking wanker. And you've got Longelo on the bench still. I don't know if he was on the bench or whatever. I don't think he was. But you've got Longelo, who's got some promise, and you know what? You just go fuck off. I've got my guy Masuaku here, who scored a decent goal against Chelsea this season. He's my guy. Fuck off. I don't get the whole Longelo thing. For me, I would not have played the 5 at the back. We've been playing well with the 4 at the back. We don't have to match Spurs because we've been playing better than them recently. I don't get why we had to say to us, well, Moyes said to go, let's match them. Why couldn't Spurs have gone, let's match West Ham? Let's go forward. Let's go forward at the back. Obviously, I know it's Conte's system, and they've been playing well recently, Spurs, to a point. I mean, on and off. But overall, they've been playing much better. But I don't get it. We've been playing so well recently in terms of possession and defensively. It's been excellent. I don't get why we thought of going to 5 at the back. We haven't been struggling with shipping goals. We've been struggling to create goals. So I don't know why you wanted the extra man in defence. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense whatsoever. And as I said, if you did want to go to 5 at the back, Longelo for me has to be in a shout because I just. I know people will say, why would you drop him in deep end against Spurs? For me, playing Longelo today would have been a better idea than playing Masuaku, for me personally.
Remember Harrison Ashby? He played against
Yeah.
Spurs in the Carabao Cup. I thought he'd done all right.
Yeah,
Listen,
well, now Johnson playing fucking bang average recently. Do we
mm,
give him a shout?
mm, I don't know, mate. What do you rate? What do you rate Moyes today, Mitch?
I don't blame for the subs. I thought the subs were a good time to bring him on because I think the game did need changing. And Tono
Right.
was lethargic, everything. And I do think Yarmolenko could have added something. Obviously, he didn't.
Yeah.
But we'll start Mitch at left wing, better left back, better than left, rather than Masuaku. Yeah, basically, Scott is saying I'm a better left wing back than Masuaku. Um, and I would agree. I think my first touch is better than his. I would say I've got a lot more strength than him. I think he's a little bitch. And I've got a better footballing brain, I would say. So yeah, I think it's a good idea, Scott. I might put that on some Moyes. Um, but Moyes today, yeah, I don't blame him for the substitutions, but the setup was wrong. The setup was wrong, and because of that, you change a different system, and obviously Zuma did defend well. I get that, but maybe if we play a forward back from the start, and we play
Yeah.
the system which Zouma and Dawson were familiar with in terms of defending, then maybe those goals aren't conceded. And I think I don't think they would have been actually if we played
Mm.
it forward back the whole game. So yeah, I do blame Moyes a lot today. I don't get why he should have been more confident with the team that we've been playing with recently. For me, he gets a four for me today.
4 out of 10 for Mitchell, and it's a 5 out of 10 for me for David Moyes. And that is that on the player ratings. Moving forward now, obviously, Mitchell, next week, you got a week off, son.
Mm.
Uh, West
Yeah, we
Ham.
have good. That's good. That's good because we
Mm,
need it. We do need it.
mm. Let's talk moving forward now, Mitch. Obviously, we've got the international break. A lot of our players are going to be sitting at home or chilling, like your
Hmm.
Cresswells, your Dawsons, etc.
Who not Bowen will be doing?
Do you know what I mean? Bowen will be doing it also. When we come back, Mitch, and we play Everton, and then we have to go and play Leon, um, what do you want to see from West Ham different moving on to this like the back end of the season?
What would I actually different? It's not much. I think. I mean, besides from today, I think the way we've been playing has been as good as we're going to get with the squad depth we've got, and I think Moyes has been managing the players fairly well.
Mm,
So yeah, I've been very impressed with Moyes. To be fair, recently, I criticised him, in January and February, but I think March he's got a lot of the things right in terms of the performances, the way he's played, the way he's managed the game,
mm,
substitutions, tactics. We've changed the way we've been playing. Actually, we've been playing more possession game instead of just sitting back and letting teams just do things against us. Um,
mm.
what would I like to see different? Not too much. I just think the same as what we were playing before today.
I agree. I agree. I just want to. I think they've got to give a final push. The only good thing about today is you see Benny looked a lot better. The rest of them just looked all over the fucking gaff. They really, really
Yeah.
did. The only thing I will say, right, is that we have got to concentrate on both competitions. Like people keep saying,
Mm,
we've got to go for the Europa League. We have to go for. Yeah, I agree. We have to go for the Europa League. The only time that I would look at the Europa League as a priority is if we get to the semi final, then it's all on that. Do you know what I'm
mm,
saying? Because I think if we can get to a final or one-off game, I think we could beat anyone on our day. The problem that I have with it is that we are in the quarter final.
yeah.
We're not there, are we? Do you know what I mean? We still got to take.
Exactly. Exactly. And I can't. If I'm being realistic, I can't see us winning Europa League. Unfortunately, as much as I would love it, I just can't really see it. Um,
Mm,
I just think as the season goes on, I think more players, I think there may be a couple more injuries,
mm,
maybe incoming. I don't like to say it, but imagine Rice got injured, we'd be fucked.
yeah.
And it could happen. It could happen. Anything could happen.
Mm.
We've got Bowen coming back though for the next game. We should be back, which is good. Hopefully, Donny Dyer's been doing her magic, and and yeah, hopefully he'll come back and we can really push on towards the end of the season.
Mm. I, I hope so, mate. I hope so. Listen, I'm not going to get disheartened for Spurs. Like the way Spurs that I've seen celebrating, they look like they're fucking won something today. Do you know what I mean? They've only won 3 points. But I'm not going to get disheartened by today. Obviously, we don't like to lose against them, but it is what it is. Obviously, moving forward, Everton, then you got Leon, then you got Brentford, then you got Leon. It's one
Where
of
do you
them
think we've got to
ones.
finish at least?
For me, Mitch, if we don't finish in the top 7, I'll be fuming. I
Yeah,
will
I
be.
think seventh. I'd take seventh now. I would take seventh now.
If West Ham get to the semi-final of the Europa League and finish 7th, I'll say fair enough.
I'd be
I'll say
happy. I
fair
would
enough.
be happy.
Yeah,
Because
I'll say
Conference League next season and
yeah.
decent summer budget. Hopefully next season we can push on even more.
Mm.
And then next season, do well in the Conference League, and then because we always knew it's going to be tough this year with the lack of squad depth.
But yeah, again, it goes back to Moyes, though, doesn't it, Mitch?
It does, of
Like,
course, it does, James. Which
do,
is why
do
the
you know what I mean?
summer transfer window, this fund, is so crucial. It
Yeah,
is massive. Probably the biggest summer transfer window. Probably the biggest transfer window I've ever seen at West Ham.
I think it'd be the biggest transfer window in the club's history, mate, by country mile.
Yeah,
Like,
possibly.
I'll
Yeah,
just because when I look at it, I mean, you've discussed this multiple times, and obviously, I don't want to keep saying the same thing over and over again, but we'll quickly run through it again. Like, we've got Areola, who people keep saying about Sam Johnson. Fucking, I don't want Sam Johnson anywhere near West
yeah.
Ham
Fuck
United.
off. Stay at that
Yeah,
dirty Brummage fucking club.
yeah. Right, I don't want him there. Right, we've got Arthur Masuaku who's not good enough. Right, so he needs to be replaced with a better left back. Yeah,
Yeah,
we've got Ben Johnson who signed to West Ham United Football Club, but he's been signed by force. Really, because he doesn't want to be here. Do you know what I'm saying? Deep down,
yeah. We've got four
and
white backs at the club, really, and none.
yeah,
And it's weird. Aren't even good enough. Like I don't
I
know.
know. And then you got Fredericks will be gone. Yarmolenko will be gone. Noble will be gone. Crowell will be gone. Fucking hell, is it like when you start weighing it up, there's a lot of players who are disappearing from the mate.
Yama, Crow,
Noble,
Aviola. As I say, I've already said that, isn't it? Noble.
that's 5. Do you know what I
Fuck
mean?
me.
And when you sort of weigh it up, and that's not including if we could possibly lose Declan Rice.
Yeah.
And do you know what I feel, Mitch? This is what I feel could happen, and I hope this don't come back to be true. Right? I feel that a bid will come in for Rice in the summer, a big bid, a bid that West Ham will not be able to refuse. West Ham will sign a lot of not a lot of loan players, a lot of free signings because a lot of players are running their contracts down. Jesse Lingard is, a few others are. Yeah, the West Ham will get in. They will use the Rice money to rebuild the squad and turn the squad into a team again. Do you know what I mean? And
Masuaku's
that's what,
contracted till 2023, so I've just seen.
yeah.
Didn't know that. I thought he was contracted to this summer. Fuck.
Yeah, he's got another year. But I just
Shit.
don't. Yeah. So let's be honest,
Well,
Mitch.
might be able to get like, I'm not even joking, probably 500 grand for him. I'd say
Something
about
I
that,
do.
probably, yeah.
Like, and when you look at it, Mitch, we need a complete rebuild. We need like 2 strikers at this club because one of them's leaving, and the other one we've only got 1 striker. We need Mark Noble to be replaced. We need Crowell to be replaced. Like, we need a left winger.
Aviola to be replaced, obviously, hopefully with Aviola.
Yeah. So when you weigh it up, we're in this summer's going to be the biggest window going. Like, I expect at the very least, 6 signings at this club. And that's
2
minimum.
loans,
Like,
4 permanents we need.
yeah, right. And that's not including us trying to keep Declan Rice and Jared Bowen at the club. Because if
I don't think
Jared
Bowen will
Bowen,
go. I think if Bowen goes, I think, I'd call him a cunt,
I don't think
basically. I don't
I
think
don't
he'd leave. I don't think he'd leave.
I don't think Bowen goes this
Oh, it's
summer, mate.
2024. Dun, dun, dun. Fucking hell. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'll just see what Epic said there. The club have an option to extend Masuaku's contract, which is even worse.
Let me think.
No. So yeah, obviously, I think Moyes he's done great things, but do you feel though, Mitch? And this will be the final question of the evening. Do you feel that what has Moyes got to do to make it a successful season? Obviously, everyone's going to say win the Europa League, right? But we've got to be realistic here. If we can get to a semi-final of the Europa League and finish 8th, Is that really acceptable?
At the start of the season, in terms of squad depth and evaluating it, I'd say yeah. I would say yeah,
Right.
it is. But I just feel like with how the season's progressed, we can do so much more.
Mm.
I feel like we
Mm.
should be hitting minimum with the position we are at. I think we should be getting minimum seventh now. I think seventh is the target minimum, and then aim obviously for top six. But I think it's gonna be tough. I really do think it's gonna be tough. I think Spurs. I think Spurs are more likely to get it than us. Man United are.
Mm.
Arsenal look like they've got fourth place. We've got Arsenal coming up as well. Have we? I think we do. Yeah, we do,
Yeah.
don't we?
Yeah, we have.
That
We've got
is
Everton.
that'll be tough. I
Everton.
can't see us winning that game.
I think our next three games are Everton, Brentford, and Burnley. So I expect at least 7 points there. At least, like
Yeah,
if you're going
I
for
agree.
if I like,
Because we've
um,
we've got this week break now.
yeah,
It should be decent for us.
it should be, and I hope it is, but
Mm.
it's just one of them. It really, really is.
Most
Mitchell.
international break this season, I've been happy with. It's come at a good
Mm,
time, really.
mm, mm. How would you assess it the season so far for you?
Good. It's been good. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
A few up, a lot of ups. A fair few.
Mm,
To be fair, fucking hell, a fair few downs as well.
mm.
Um, but I just think the downs have been because I think we've changed our mindset as a club.
What would
And
you?
to be fair to Moyes, we are doing well. We are much better. We're in a much better place. So I'm happy.
Yeah. What would you rate this season, Mitch, out of 10 right now? If you was rating
If it
it
was right
like,
now, I'd give an 8. I'd say I'd give an 8.
mm, yeah, I think for me, I agree with you on an 8. I think it's been a good season, but I think it could have been fucking a hell of a lot better.
It could have
Like,
been exactly. It could have been
like,
a 9. It could be a 10. Exactly.
do you know what I mean? I feel that the January window is massive, missed opportunity. And I think we've been very, very lucky with injuries this season. Like, look at it like this: Kirk Zouma gets injured, we think he's out for months on end. He comes back, and then he gets done for being like kicking his cat. Like, you can't make that shit up.
I
That's the
saw,
first
I
thing.
saw a sign on the way back on Twitter saying Kirk Zuma shags his cat.
Yeah,
Did you see
yeah,
that? Did you see that?
yeah.
So
And
we
it's
took a
just,
corner at their end, and Chris was putting the ball up, and someone behind him just got a sign up that says Kirk Zuma shags his
mm,
cat. I thought, oh dear, it's one of those that did make me laugh. To be fair,
mm,
it's
I
bad.
must, it is bad, mate. I've got to ask this, Mitch, before we wrap up.
Mm.
What did you make of these people that seem to be handcuffing themselves to like
Oh,
the
the oil.
goalpost?
Oh, it was so embarrassing. So, first of all, the fucking other two blokes have run on the other end. The two nutcases, two Spurs boys on the other end have just run on the pitch. We were laughing, and all of a sudden, we're going, hey, hey, and we're all looking that way. We're going, what's going on now? And then these two greasy-haired cunts have just run on the pitch, and they've got the stop oil shirts on. Ah, here we go again. And as they're walking past, she looks possessed, like she's been dragged along. She's like, it's like something like a fucking thriller. And then we all just caught cunting her off, saying slag, cunt, prick. And then the other one is even more possessed, like being dragged along the floor like that. When he's like, oh, I don't know what's going on here. I hope it don't happen at London's, for the rest of the season, because it's just so weird. And we're gonna have another remake of the Everton steward. You see him? He's cutting the thing off, the cable ties. At the Everton game where the other
Yeah.
bloke, greasy-haired bloke, tied his neck. There's an Everton steward that came along with big what's it called? Fucking
Cheers.
shears, yeah. And he's cutting it, but his face, you not see his face. I'll send you the video after this, but he's like, he probably goes into it, and I don't want to hear that in London Stadium. Um, Someone's just start
Mate,
kicking off.
I'll tell you what,
How the fuck do they get a ticket?
mate, I can't get a ticket for a away game for love of money, mate. These twats get a ticket.
I know. I don't know if they were in the way end because it was in between. It was like right in
Yeah,
between Spurs
yeah.
and West Ham fans, and they kind of come in between. So I don't know who they were with. Might have been Spurs, to be fair, because it probably would have been easier to get Spurs tickets.
I know, mate.
Oh, but none of them even got the chance to fucking. I reckon they might have tried to go up to the goal to time himself, but luckily they didn't. The stewards did well in that. To be fair,
but
it was quite well behaved at the ground today, though. From us, I think nothing really kicks off. A few little things, obviously, with police.
How was it today? Obviously, I spoke to you earlier on. You said the pubs were shut, so there's no pubs open. Was it a bit of a?
Everyone went Liverpool Street.
Yeah, so was it a bit of like a dull, not dull, but it wasn't.
It wasn't as pumped up as what a usual West Ham Spurs game is. Surprisingly, I was quite pumped up for it, but as good as our atmosphere was decent today. We created a decent atmosphere, but it wasn't as loud as what I think it could have been. For such a big game, and it was slightly more relaxed. I think maybe because I think that kind of shows a level we're at now. Because I think say we was in 15th place, fighting relegation, and we came to Spurs, then it might have been a bit of a bigger game. Which is a bit weird though, because obviously this game is still massive. It's probably even bigger because we're fighting them for Europa League spots. But no, it wasn't. I mean, at half time it was good. Everyone was singing songs and having a pint.
Yeah,
it kicked off a bit of the place, but no, nothing more.
And at the end of the game, did they hold you back?
No, they blocked off roads, but no, it wasn't too bad. It was all right. It was all good. Oh, actually, to be fair though, dirty Spurs coats above us though. This is my first time at the new stadium, by the way, because I had tickets just before coronavirus hit. 2 games after Arsenal away, which was the last game before coronavirus. I had my Spurs tickets, and then I was absolutely buzzing for it because I hadn't been to it before. But this is the first time I've been to new ground, and apparently it happened before last time in the cup game this season. But towards the end of the game, all the fuckers throwing, because they sit right above us, all the Spurs fans, so they were just a few of them lobbing the bottles at us, their pints and beers and that. And they come down heavy. The first one just missed everyone. It just hit the stairs, and I was kind of standing on the stairs in between. It just went over my head. And the other one hit someone on my right. Just disgusting to me, mate. Like if it was West Ham and we done it to them, you wouldn't hear the end of it. You really wouldn't. They say, "Oh, dirty pikeys" and all that. They can go fuck themselves. Can't stand them. Cannot stand them. I really can't. But after that, even at the train station, it was all right. It wasn't too bad. A bit of give and go. Give it, you receive it. But nothing more. No fights really. It was quite well behaved. I mean, from what I saw, there might have been a few bits, but usually for West Ham Spurs, it does kick off. But
it's usually nighttime games. That's where it all goes off because they.
4:30 though. I'm surprised it was 4:30. I thought they would have put it at 2:00 or 12:00.
Or even 12. I agree. Well, let's leave it at that, Mitch. Mitchell.
Actually, sorry. One last thing. Best thing of the weekend, which makes me sick to my stomach, is every Arsenal fan. I've just created this new thing out of nowhere that Thomas Partey is better than Declan Rice. And for that, I think Arsenal fans may now go top of the most embarrassing fans in the league. Look, as much as I hate Spurs fans, I think Arsenal fans are quite embarrassing, to be honest. How the fuck is Thomas Partey better than Declan Rice? They're just talking a load of shit. He's been good for the last 3 months. Rice has been top level for the last 2 years now. Top level. And Partey's been doing it for like 4 months. I mean, it was good at Atletico Madrid, but he's been here for like 2.5 years now, Partey. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And on that news, Thomas Partey is not better than Declan Rice. I'll repeat.
And if you think that, honestly, fucking shoved up your ass. You're fucking stupid.
Must be a thing in North London. Anyway, Mitchell, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on tonight, mate. I really do appreciate it. Obviously, you was there today. You got back and you jumped on this with me. I want to thank everyone in the chat tonight who's put their comments in. I really do appreciate all your comments, and please do smash a like on the video. More likes, the merrier. Goes a long way, and it helps the channel out. Do you know what I mean? Please do subscribe to the channel also. Subscribe to it for more videos from me and more Mitchell rant videos. That's what I'm going to get. You know what I mean? Mitchell ranting about something.
No,
That'd
I'm
be
in a good
interesting.
place. I'm in a good place.
You're in a good
I'm
place,
happy,
mate.
don't
Do you
worry.
know what I mean? But yeah, we move. Anyway, international break next week, so there won't be no after thought or player ratings, but I will be doing something. So please check it out on E20 Zone TV. I might do a little player ratings or an afterthought of an international England game or something like that and see how it goes. Or I might just talk about West Ham. What's next? Do you know what I mean? Obviously, after the international
Talk
break.
about everything. We could have like a top thing. We talk about the next game. We talk about how
Yeah.
Rice played in the England game, how other West Ham players have played in international games. Apparently, so.
Mitchell knows his stuff. But yeah, we move. Thank you, everyone. And take care of yourself. Have a good week. Listen, I know today wasn't a good result. I understand that. And let's be honest, we don't like losing against them. But at the end of the day, we just wasn't good enough today. And they had two players up front who are top class, and we've got a player up front who just wasn't on it today. You know what I mean? So we move on. Anyway, take care. All the best, and bye for now.